Hello, this is George, and today is my day 80 of my 100-day art challenge or project. And I'm going to add some gold and more details to my tiny house. Now I'm using my Sattler um, fine liners. I used my Inktense pencils for painting the tiny house. And for the really fine lines, I'm using my Uniball Signo 0.28. For the really fine detail, I will be adding later on. Of course, the details that I use, you don't have to use. I'm just giving you some ideas. You can use any design or pattern that you want. It's all up to you. In reviewing the video, I noted that a couple of places got blurry, so I apologize for that in advance. What I'm doing here is adding some contour lines for the petals. There's just quick, short lines that you can use a ballpoint pen on. They are basically just short little strokes, flick of your pen. All the supplies and more are listed in the description below. So if you want to check out any of the supplies I'm using and want to purchase it or any of them, I will receive a small commission from Amazon. But these supplies I purchased on my own, and I use them because I like them. Unfortunately, you can't see what I'm doing is basically small circles. Just simple circles in varying sizes. This is one of the areas that are blurry, like I mentioned earlier. Sorry. What I did here was there was a little bit of boo-boo that the blue went into the yellow, of the tiny house, but I just, to camouflage it, I did some doodling. This kind of trick is good for correcting some boo-boos or a suggestion from your subconscious. Either way, you can fix anything. And because I used the triangles earlier, I'm going to use it in other places as well. And here I'm going to go in with some cross hatching. Again, sorry for the blurriness, but cross hatching is a great way to have a textured background. Again, you can use a ballpoint pen, but I find that even with them saying it's a fine liner, it's not as fine as I like. So I'm using the Signal 0.28. It's just a personal preference. Some of the things I'm showing you may be a little tedious, but for me, the details really enhance the overall doodle. After all, the details make the doodles really sing and pop. And because I like curly cues, I'm going to add some here, and I like to complete it with a little bit of small circles, as you'll see soon. Over time, you'll come to develop your own doodle patterns that you like. The bird needs a little bit more attention. So I'm going to go in and make a wing, and then some lines on the bushes to give them a bit more texture. I like adding detail, but my problem is I tend to go overboard, so just let me know when I do too much. Although it's important to sign your work, it's better that you sign it after everything is done. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that I forgot to do the gold. So I'm going to add in the gold, and you can just forget I signed it already. So now that the gold is actually in, I like to go back in and selectively go over the lines that the gold painted over. That way you get the shininess, but you also get the black lines, which you can't really tell, but it really looks good up close and personal. I like it, but I think for the next one, depending upon the color scheme, I may use a brighter gold. What do you think? As I've stated before, each piece is an experiment. So, what do you think? I hope you enjoyed my painting this tiny house today and got inspired to paint one for yourself. I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day. Bye.